Gun safety is nothing to joke around about. If you don't want to be the next person on a t-shirt, I advise watching to the end of this video. About 67% of Americans have seen a gun, 30% of Americans actually own a gun, and 44% of Americans live in a household with a gun present. How's that for something we've all got in common? Guns have always been something that piqued my interest. Starting at a young age, I was basically raised on late nights of Call of Duty and early mornings of YouTube videos about Call of Duty. From that point, I always knew someday I would own a gun. I never got into guns with the intention of hurting myself or anybody. It was more for a collection I wanted, a hobby, some would call it. As soon as I turned 21, I got my permit and I shot my first gun. Ever since then, I've just been hooked, and it's just been one giant learning experience. I never grew up around guns, so when I first started getting into them, I made a huge mistake.
Although unintentional deaths from firearms are only a small percentage, 1 to 2%, of total firearm deaths, they occur 4 times more often in the US than in comparable high-income countries. On average, there are 526 unintentional deaths and another 43,729 unintentional injuries due to firearms each year. In 2022, there were more than 48,000 firearm-related deaths in the United States. That's about 132 people dying from firearm-related injuries each day. More than half of firearm-related deaths were suicide, and more than 4 out of every 10 were firearm homicides.
That's my point. Guns are just a tool. Safety is how you involve those tools in your day-to-day life and not cause any harm. It was just another day. I picked up a new firearm. This one, it was a SIG P365. I was excited, I was hyped. I was in my room, dry firing it. But I was still new to firearms. And little did I know, things were about to take the turn for the worse. As I was dry firing, I went ahead and took that SIG 365. I put it right next to my head, pointing up. And then I squeezed the trigger. My ears instantly start ringing. Gun smoke fills my nostrils. And I just felt embarrassed. I could have accidentally deleted myself. Rule number 1, always treat the firearm as if it's loaded. Not much else to say. Easy as that. Always keep your finger off the trigger, just like that. The only time you're gonna want to take your finger off the trigger is when you have shots on target and you are attempting to squeeze, just like that. Next thing, don't point this in the direction of something you don't want to hurt, injure, or kill. You want to know what your target is and what lies behind it, just to make sure you are staying absolutely safe. Yes, we like to have fun with firearms, but these are the core rules of safely having fun with firearms. A misconception some might have: there's no magazine in the firearm, how's it going to shoot? According to some people, this means it can't shoot. There's no magazine in it, so how's it going to just go off? This is that +1 you might hear. 13 + 1, 14 + 1, 10 + 1. It's something in the chamber. So, like my Glock 43X, it has 10 round capacity magazine +1 up top. That's what it means. Just some common safety things. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Don't point at anything you don't intend to hurt, kill, or destroy. Always treat a firearm as if it is loaded, and know what your target is and what's behind it. I don't know how hard this could be. This is easy. If we're gonna go shooting, I'm gonna quiz you on this stuff. So make sure you watch this video. I'm gonna send it to you before we shoot. I'm gonna quiz you on it. I'm gonna ask you what your favorite color is. And if you don't say Glock, That's how I know you didn't watch the end of this video. So if you did watch the end of this video, leave a comment down below. Glock. Simple. Make sure you use code SAVAGE at 945 Industries for 10% off your order. Make sure you use code SHOOTFAST10 with Dogwood Armory to get 10% off your order. We got something in the works with them.